Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, this would have been earlier CVC today. Hopefully you guys are gonna have a good CVC. We're just gonna be doing a chill session and basically just hang out. So if you guys enjoy those type of videos and those type of streams, make sure you guys check out my stream. I usually try to stream every CVC. And if not, enjoy these types of videos. We're just going to be hanging out and doing our CVC here. So thank you for joining me. Let's get started. All right. Hop into our tag team. So we'll just be doing all our tag team stuff. Tag team gives you the most points per gem spend. So very efficient to do tag team arena. I play 2 accounts, so you will see me move back and forth, my eyes at least, between 2 different areas in the screen. And yeah, we'll rack up quite a bit of points doing this. We should easily hit our point threshold this CVC. There's a lot of things I've been saving up, so should easily hit threshold. Hey Ryan, what's up, man? I will be live for maybe another 2 hours. Just 2 hour stream, roughly, yeah. Yep. Alright, let's keep going. So basically I just do tag team until I don't have any more free refreshes, and then I'll go do something else. Hey Aiden, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome. Good morning. It's very early morning for me, so good morning. How's everyone's CVC going? So yeah, we'll just run through our gold tag team arena here. Rack up some points, 780 points per 3 wins. It's very efficient for gems. Even with the increasing cost of tag team gems, as you buy more and more bags, it's still very efficient. You guys are winning. Your friend did 200k already. Nice. Yeah, I think this CVC is going to be quite high. I think there's a lot of things that we could do for points. We're in a really tough match for CVC. So I don't know. Yeah, we're in a really tough match. We have to go pretty hard. I usually do 400, 500k every PR, like every personal reward CVC, like no problem. But this one, I think we're gonna need to go deeper than that to win. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it as a collective team effort. It might not be worth it. I mean, CVC is rarely worth it, but yeah, we need to win something. For lack of a better term, it would be nice to win something. We haven't like our clan hasn't won like a Hydra Clash in a couple weeks. I guess we won our last 2 CVCs, but feels like so long ago. Come on. Kill this thing. Don't let my guy die. God damn it. Come on. There we go. Wukong and UDK. Pretty good combo. Basically, like, Wukong keeps coming back, and then UDK gives you lots of turns because UDK just stays there, so then you get a lot of chances to come back with the Wukong. If you guys are playing like Classic Arena, if you guys ever see like UDK plus Wukong, it's a pretty strong pair, unless you bring like Block Revive. Not Lydia, it has to be like Block Revive, like Foley or Rhonda can kill Wukong pretty easily. Yeah, they'll get trapped into like those defenses. Yeah, Wukong's crazy champion. I'd say probably the best free champion they could give. They gave best free champion they gave? Maybe. I'd say better, maybe better than Ninja. Just because like, yeah, Ninja's like insane against bosses, but like Wukong's also good against many areas of the game. But he's also very good at the highest areas of the game as well, whereas Ninja's just not that good in Arena. Hey Az, what's up, man? How are you? You can utilize Rhonda a bit more when Wukong is against you. Like that fight you already did, probably would have been made brought Rhonda. Yeah, you know, I do have a Rhonda. It is built, but you know, she's not built. I don't know. You know, like I have her built as like a 5th nuker, so the gear she has on isn't great, but it's still okay. I don't find she's super effective. Maybe I don't bring the right support champions with her. I think that's probably it, because she kind of like drops dead and doesn't really, you know, she can't really do her job, right? So I think either she's too slow, or she's in teams that are too slow, or she's not protected properly, like by Necrit or, you know, even Duchess to protect her with Veil. So the times I do use her, she doesn't have a chance to shine, so it's probably just the way I use her. But definitely something I can look into, because I know that she's very useful, especially when Wukong is on the field, like you said. People having stone skin champions in one-man defenses are annoying. Yeah, it's kind of weird why people do that, but you know, it could be a test for somebody. I don't know. Personally, I just put like either I put Ninja or Rhonda, because it's like sometimes people just don't like those like real life characters, and then they'll be more attracted to hit it. So that's kind of like my mentality, because if I put a one-man defense, it means I want to get hit. So I want to make sure that they hit my champion. So sometimes I use Ninja, because people don't like ninjas, you know, Ninja as the real person. So then they're like, oh, I don't like this guy, I'm gonna beat him up. So that's kind of like my thinking around it. And then for tag team arena, I just put like 3 cold hearts, because then it's usually like the only champion that have like a triple that I use somewhat regularly, so it's kind of easy for me to select. Wukong, Rhonda and Wukong, then UDK and Ninja. Same place, then the rest. Yeah, UDK is definitely up there too, because he can do PvE content too. I think people like sometimes forget that he's a really good PvE champion too. My Georgette loves Stoneskin champs. Congrats. Georgette is scary. He's a very good champion. I watch a lot of your LA videos, and I never see you pick her to force a ban when the opponent picks Wukong, so I wondered about it. Yeah, personally, when I see somebody's Wukong, I just pick UDK, and I think that's kind of enough. UDK honestly is enough most of the time, but lately I've been seeing like more people ban UDK, like ban my UDK when they have Wukong. So the last couple times it hasn't worked out for me, but I know UDK counters Wukong very, very well. But Ronda also counters Wukong very, very well, of course. I think if I didn't have like so many good nukers, I probably would pick Ronda more because she is actually pretty good. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with Ronda. It's just she's like a squishy nuker, so sometimes I don't have the correct support to get the most out of her, I think. Also against Marichka, yeah, it's just keeping her alive, that's all. Like any nuker, right? Same problems, but you know, obviously like the top 4 nukers, like you don't have problems keeping them alive. Like they don't need to be kept alive. They have their own built-in survivability, right? Like Taras, Harma, Rodos, and then Wukong. Like those are my top 4 nukers. They all have built-in survivability. So once I go into like my 5th nuker, which is like Ronda, or like Candrafon, or like Leo. Like Leo has built-in survivability, but he's just like, for me, like he's in like a second tier gear basically, like, and his base stats aren't super great, like in terms of his base attack, so he doesn't hit as hard as like a lot of my other nukers, but obviously he has great survivability. A lot of smart asses leaving one man in Stoneskin. That's why it's always good to have at least one bomb team. Nice, yeah. If you have a bomb team, that's really nice. I find like, I think the only viable bomb champion is probably Astrolith, because like she has irresistible bombs, right? So she doesn't have to worry about like affinity and stuff. But yeah, definitely the affinity holds back I think bomb champs, I guess. And obviously like cleansing and all that stuff. But hey Jaden, what's up, man? If you want to beat Georgia, just equip some 5-star reaction gear. Man, sometimes some Geos or some Georges are so freaking strong, they don't even care about reaction. They just blow right through it too. Yeah, you know, like, yeah, like I said, I usually bring UDK and it's enough, and then, you know, then my Warlord or whatever will get through. But you know, like some of the players I play against right now, like, you know, they don't even care if Warlord comes. Like if they get locked out, they just have ways to deal with it. They have ways to deal with Tross, and like they just, you know, played the game so much that they just figured out ways to deal with all those champions. So yeah, it's definitely, like, you know, it's easy to say like Arena has no skill or this game has no skill, but there's actually is quite a bit of skill involved, right? Especially knowing what champ does what and how to deal with it, and then obviously in live arena there's like the additional factor of like the person playing the team against the team, so microing your team. Like there's definitely factors of skill involved, right? You pick RX? Are you talking about RX against Ronda and speed teams? I'm not sure what Aria means. Gold 2, it's gonna be rough anyway, from what I saw so far. Yeah. I'm in Gold 3 right now. I just made it to Gold 3, so I just got Quintus. And I literally have not won any reasonable fight in Gold 3. I think I won one fight in Gold 3 and I lost like 7 or 8 fights or something. So my win rate in like Gold 3 is just absolutely horrible. It's called Mythical Champions. Yeah, I know, right? Shit. Hey Tanner, what's up, man? Who do you rate as the best rare PvE nuker? Oh man, I don't know actually. I can't even make a educated guess because I am not sure exactly which rare does what nowadays. Um, I find like rares in this game, like they even let's say you have the best rare nuker, and then let's say you 60 them and then gave him like good gear or something, you'll pretty much like outgrow him almost as soon as you pull like the first time you like pull on the 2x ancient or something. You'll probably outgrow that rare champion. I don't know, it seems like nowadays there's so many champions that are like good, like you can pull something that's good, like not even good but like decent, and then it'll be better than any rare. I don't know, like yeah, nowadays. Yeah, the best rare in general is Cold Heart, but if you're talking like nuker specifically, I'm not too sure. If you're talking about starter champion, best nuker, like it's Elhain. Although people pick KO because of poisons and stuff, like he's kind of like a mix, right? He can at least do clan boss damage, kill dragon, but Elhain does the best AoE damage, like for like arena nuking. If you give her War Master, she can do okay against clan boss if you give her War Master. A lot of strategy, I would say, at least in the highest levels where everyone has OP champs. Yeah, no, for sure. There's a lot of strategy involved, and then there are ways to like basically like outplay your opponent, like with the way you like gear champions and all that stuff. All right. Okay. All right, let's do something else. Doom Tower is done. Sit back and let the auto battler do its thing. Hey Senpai, you just reached it? You're sitting at 4001, rank 455. Yeah, I think I'm at 4002, so top 450 in the game. Somebody made a good point in my comments where he was saying that like you might be like ranked, you know, top 450, top 500, but that doesn't mean that only 450 or 500 people got Quintus, because there's probably like a portion of people that got Quintus and then stopped playing. So the people that got Quintus probably, I don't know, I would say maybe like 700 people, maybe 600-700 people that got Quintus, because I can't imagine somebody grinding to get Quintus faster than myself and then just dropping the game. I can't imagine that number would be very high. So I'd still say, you know, probably maybe 600 people got Quintus. So it's still a very small amount of people, right? Hey Darius, what's up, man? Yeah, you too. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, we're just hanging out here, just chilling, doing our CVC. I was saying our CVC matchup, it looks pretty rough. So we're gonna have to go pretty deep here to beat them. I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. You reckon 500 to 700 people also translate to the amount of people that push plat at reset? You think so? I think maybe more people, but like seriously push, I guess. Plat is top 500 now. I would assume maybe like, yeah, maybe like 1,000 people. Maybe like 1,000 people. So 500 people fall short, and then 500 people make it. Because I could see some people like not playing live arena seriously, but having like really good accounts to play like to do platinum reset or to make platinum easily. So I think the amount to attempt platinum would be much higher than getting Quintus. Kind of doesn't make sense to grind fast to get a rechamp, then stop playing right after. Yeah, I don't. I don't think the number that quit after Quintus or stopped maintaining their rank after Quintus is that high. But it is a good point that even though we're currently ranked like top 450 or top 500, doesn't necessarily mean that there are only that many people with Quintus. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, whatever. Not enough silver keys. Oh man. Wait a second. Do I have silver keys here? No? Oh man. That was botched. Okay. Thought I had some silver keys left, but I guess I used it. You know, the hours after like reset before CVC starts, you can't really do anything, right? Like you're either doing Hydra or you're doing silver keys. Like I even saved my Doom Tower climb because I knew I had energy coming, so I saved that. So there's nothing to do, right? But then yeah, so I did my silver keys and now I'm out of silver keys. Anyways, that didn't go according to plan, but that's okay. Okay, save your Iron Twins. Iron Twins are worth points now, so save them to do for CVC. Eat clan boss for more silver keys. Yeah, why not? Why not? You know what they need to do? They need to bring in 5x Hydra. First of all, they need to do either Auto Hydra. I would love Auto Hydra. And I think Auto Hydra would be the... I think that would be the place where player can actually do something for... to like bring down the playtime in this game. If they had the option to Auto Hydra, that would be very nice. I would say that would be very nice. Because even if you auto Hydra already and you don't look at Hydra, it still takes you a long time. But if you had instant auto Hydra, that would save you a lot of time. Even if it's only time per week, I would think that would save you a lot of time. I'm finishing up IG tournament requirement so I can get back to the real CVC grind. Wow, you're finishing it? I didn't look at the IG tournament yet. I literally just woke up, looked at our matchup, said fuck, and then jumped into the stream. What kind of team would you recommend using to beat Iron Twins around stage 10 to 15 because the speeds are totally different between stage? Yeah. You know, when I was climbing through Iron Twins, I was using a team with basically like big shields like Brogni, Valkyrie, and then I was using champions that gave myself like extension on shields, so like Aniri, basically just like protection. And then the way that I was killing the Iron Twins was with Brimstone, so I was using Brimstone to kill the Iron Twins. And I had like a toxic set on Valkyrie or something, and the poisons plus Brimstone was killing the Iron Twins. So I was kind of like cheesing it. And then I got 15 and then you got a tune going. And then the other way I did it was with Geomancer plus like Duchess, Sifi, Vogoth, and then Aox. So Aox will extend the HP burn. And then, you know, Sifi and Duchess and Vogoth will keep the team alive. So I was using like that kind of strategy. But yeah. It's not a good dungeon to try to, you know, it's not a good dungeon to try to progress through. I totally feel like people's pain but this is kind of like the end game dungeon, right? So you have to have like a pretty advanced roster or whatever. Like Shogun is even worse than, I think Shogun is even worse than this, but yeah. Auto DT, yeah, if they instant DT, that'd be nice. Like instant 10 levels, that would be nice. Or instant the 10 keys, instant your silver keys. Yeah, instant silver keys would save a bit of time. I still think Hydra would save more, like an instant Hydra key. I like it because it would also make it super easy to win Hydra Clash every week. Yes, yep. Instant Hydra would be the only, like, I think it would save people a lot of time. I don't know, hours in a week. But it is what it is. Who is opposite clan you're facing? Their clan name is called OFFX CXM. I think it's like a Russian. I think it's a Russian clan. Yeah, just based on, you know, based on their player roster, it doesn't seem, based on their player roster, it seems like we can win. But I've been tracking. Oh shit. Oh shit, this one's actually gonna fail. How did this happen? I've never seen this happen before. I've never seen this happen before. What the fuck? Yo, what the hell? Okay, anyways. Before 15 I had stage 15 team ready. I had to manual before I go to 15 before there's B-tunes. Yeah. Yeah, it gets kind of hairy, right? Okay, I don't know how this failed. Shit. This team should never fail. Good luck in the CVC doing tournament events. Hey, outdated. Yes, I will be doing the tournament events right now are like, they're fine. It's just like a fusion, right? So one account I have no Tormund, so I'm definitely getting Tormund. And then the other account I have 2 Tormunds, so I'm still gonna get the Tormund. Like it's just kind of, yeah, I can definitely you know, like have the resources to deal with the events, no issues. So it's just, yeah, trying to spend as little as possible obviously is the hard part, right? Because then we don't know what events are coming. Shogun is easy if you have Gnarhorn. I mean, I have Gnarhorn, it's not necessarily easy. I haven't found a team with Gnarhorn that doesn't require you to have high blessing champions. So I recently just made a Shogun team that didn't require you know, a 6-star cold heart, for example. And then it works very nice, very nice. It uses Ruella. It uses Ruella. And also I didn't want to use Kaimar. But I didn't want to use Kaimar, I didn't want to use Riho. I don't have any 6-star blessings. So I found a team that works without any of that. And it works very, very good. So now I finally have a team for Shogun. But I don't think Shogun is very easy, even with Gnarhorn. So pretty new player, around 9 months, so I don't have any of the big shield champions yet. Mostly have Emic and Mithrala. Sorry, Mithrala also works. So I was using Mithrala as well. She's the one with Brimstone and the accuracy to land her poisons. So she was landing poisons and the Brimstone on the Iron Twins. But if you're only playing for 9 months, I don't think I would put too much effort into Iron Twins. Also, like, I had pretty good gear, so my gear was able to kind of like overpower the Iron Twins along, you know, as I was climbing, right? So, but like, I'd say for like a 9-month player, like focus getting like Lydia and finishing Faction Wars, finishing Doom Tower, those are more important than Iron Twins. Like getting blessings and stuff is just, yeah, getting the blessing material like this silver, like getting these coins and stuff, like totally not. The return on investment is so low. Like it's so low. Faction 1 rare champion. Happens to my team too, but very rare. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Usually it's because Emic dies, but Emic didn't die there. Everyone else died. I don't know why. It could be like a mastery or something, but I don't know. I don't really care. Almost done with Lydia. Needs 30 points. Finished DT hard last rotation as well. Now typical 9-month player. Nice. Well, you know, like depends if you know spent some cash, cold hard cash in this game. Free to play. Okay, there we go. Nice. Well done. Yeah, well done. You know, like what is it? The internet makes fun of people that say like they're free to play or whatever. But you know, it's important. It's important to say whether you're free to play or not, because it gives you a good, you know, it gives you the definitive like sense of what the account is capable of doing in a certain amount of time. Most free to play players, like, they can't get Lydia in like, you know, 6 months or whatever, right? So if you say you got Lydia in like 6 months or less, then I'll be like, okay, well, you're probably, you know, a paying player. There's nothing wrong with paying. There's nothing wrong with being a paid player or anything like that. It just gives you a sense of what, you know, is accurate. It just gives you a better sense, right? So yeah, I think for myself personally, like, it took me like 10 months to get Lydia. Not necessarily like racing to her or anything, but it took me about 10 months to get her. And man, some of the teams I was using to beat faction wars were like absolute junk, like total garbage. Yeah, 10-month-old roster back in the day, a couple years ago, just total garbage. Like, like I'm using like Diabolus and like Tanix, like just trash to get through like faction wars. You just finished Ice Golem? Time to do something I want. You're a whale. Nothing wrong with whales, man. Whales keep the game alive. Without free to play, no players. Well, you know, we both need each other. We free to play and spenders, we need each other, right? Thoughts on Shadowkin Snow Points event? I think it's pretty deep. It's a 4-day tournament. But the point totals is a little bit outrageous, to be honest. Even for myself, I don't have a great team. Like, if you look at my Shadowkin team, it's like a 70% team, maybe. I'll show you guys some of my Shadowkin stuff, but I think it's a little bit deep. But they did give us some primal quartz, which is actually kind of nice, like primal quartz. So if you're really into like getting those, you know, arena medals or points or whatever, then it's kind of worth it, right? But yeah, it's a 4-day event, which means it's going to be a little bit deeper, but it is what it is. I hope it's going to be tough for a lot of people though. That's the thing. It's very tough for some people, like especially when they have like literally like no champions, like yeah. Like I saw people like on Reddit like basically like losing to like single arbiters. Like losing to like just arbiters because like they have nothing leveled up. They have like level 50s and 40s and stuff. Let's see here. Sorry guys, missing chat. I still don't even have the Lego and Lizardman faction besides Rosin because I just fused it a week ago. Okay, man, like my first booked legendary on my first account was Seal of the Drakes. So when I got Seal of the Drakes at 6 months, that was the first legendary I booked. Like, I just had like nothing worth booking. So, and she was like a hard carry back in the day. You thought the SK tournament is fun while also being pretty easy. Which one's SK? Which one's SK? Is that Sand Devil? And I think free to play is the way to go, but spending saves you time. Yes, money basically saves you time, but it's best spent early. I think that's the idea. Actually, sorry, because the later you spend money, or when you spend money later on in the game, it doesn't get you as far anymore. But in the beginning, like if you buy like 5-star chickens and you make a 6-star on day 1, you're progressed way faster than somebody else, right? Bro, I lose to single arbiters. Yeah, a lot of people are losing to single arbiters right now with the Shadowkin arena. It's kind of funny, but I feel your pain. It's not a great tournament for people, but Yeah, I think the last Titan event, they had something similar, right? Where a lot of people were... Oh shit, 28 seconds! Personal best! Oh shit, 28 seconds, personal best. Oof, leveling so many 50s and 40s is a noob trap. I have 2 Harmas. 2 Harmas, nice. Grats, man. He's a great champion. Missing out on some chat here, sorry guys. I agree. Can someone set their arena defenses as low as possible? You know, I always set my arena defenses super easy, man. Because I want to get hit, I want to drop down, or I'm setting up a full defense and I'm not going anywhere. How do you recommend building R-Tac? I can show you my R-Tac here in a second. I do use him in Ice Golem. He's a god in Ice Golem actually. Yeah. R-Tac's best spot I think is Ice Golem. I'll show you guys my Ice Golem. Sorry, my R-Tac. I do have a 5-star blessing on him because there was that Titan event, so I did go for him. So this is my R-Tac. I do use him for soloing Ice Golem 9 hard with 4 food. He's 100%, about 2.5 minutes on Ice Golem hard 9. Let's see here. Sorry, missing chat. You want to challenge whaling for fast progression and getting annoyed, you spend big cash, never got the void champs. Yeah, you know, that's the thing, right? Like when you start whaling out in the beginning, and if you don't, you know, you won't be able to out whale, you know, you need to keep whaling or you lose that sense of, hey, I got so far so quickly with my initial spend, but now because I don't spend anymore, I'm not progressing anymore. So like that mental hook is how like this game really gets you. And I think if people like choose to go free to play after being a big spender, I think there's a very high chance that they will mentally just quit the game, because it's like, well, I just buy chickens before, why do I have to farm chickens now? Like you know what I mean? Like, oh, I used to have so much silver, now I don't have any silver anymore. Like, and then they'll be thinking, well, this game's, I can't play this game, I have to spend in this game. Like, you just can't get these things. Like, I for sure see that as a big hurdle for people. Hey Arthur, how are you, man? You were close to Mercy for Voids. I went for Woolard and I ended up getting that scrub Georgid. I'm debating 1-star blessing. You could choose Phantom Touch. I'm taking Phantom Touch, I think. You got the multi-hit A1 with the extra attack A1. The Phantom Touch probably will deal more damage than Reaper, especially for a 1-star, right, I think. But I don't have Georgian myself, but I think Phantom Touch makes sense for him. You pull Candrafon today, any opinions, and should I max him out? I do have a Candrafon here. I'll show you guys. This is my Candrafon. He's like my 5th or 6th nuker. You know, just give him damage gear. He's a great champion. When I pulled Candrafon a long time ago, he's actually a pretty game changer, especially for like a early late game account. He hits really hard. He has ways to survive against Arbiter teams. So obviously against Arbiter, he can protect himself, right? So when Arbiter TM boosts or whatever, he can veil and protect himself, and then he can slap. So he was really good for like my Go Second teams when I was first getting into like tag team, gold mission, and all that stuff. But as a main nuker, I think he's not as good. Yeah, his base attack's only 1500, not as high as like Trunda's like 1600. I think Wukong's like 1580 or something. So like, yeah, it's only like 80 different attack, but like once you have so much like attack percentage on gear, it scales up, right? So his total attack won't be like insanely high. And his AoE multiplier is not super strong, but I mean, he has an extra hit, right, with the on kill mechanic, so it can't be super strong. But yeah, Candrafon is still a really good champion. He's not gonna be as good now because Harma's everywhere. So in live arena and stuff, you can't really pick Candrafon unless they didn't pick Harma. You just pull Fenix. Is he good? Fenix has block revive, so you know there's not too many block revive champions, so he does have a place, but I would only really build him if, you know, you we're pretty set with rosters and stuff. He's not going to help you progress. I'll say that. Would you say your most hyped champion you've pulled on your account? It's Taras. Yeah, Taras. I was so hyped for Taras. Basically, I was like saving void shards. I pulled him this year, about 4 months ago, and I basically saved void shards for 6 months for his 10x event, and then it came and I pulled Taras, and then I freaking had my soul leave my body. You can check out the video on my channel, but my soul basically left my body when I pulled Taras. It was so ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe it. It was my first 10x that I hit, and I just couldn't believe it. Can we see your panda? Okay, sure. You have 2 Yumikos and a Warlord, so Warlord doesn't play much for you. Yeah, Yumiko just better. It's because Warlord, honestly, Warlord's actually, I think, sometimes better than Yumiko, but because you have to build Warlord with Stone Skin against Taras, it makes him obviously much worse. So he's not gonna have like insane speed like Yumiko. I'll show you the panda real quick. Wait, do I have a panda? Shit, not on this account. My panda's on the other account. The other account's doing stuff right now. Yeah, panda just go fast, accuracy. I put them in. I put my panda in Guardian, and he needs some EHP to stay alive because just in case he gets some bad debuffs like poisons and stuff. Like, it's unlikely to happen, but just in case. So having a big HP pool is good. The bigger problem was I didn't have a decreased defense champ for 2 months. Yeah, War Maiden, yeah. My Tyrell like carried me when I pulled Tyrell. I think I saved up Ancients for a 2x Ancient event. I had 40 Ancients, I remember this. And I pulled 2 epics. That's it. I pulled 2 epics. I think it was 2 epics. It might have been 3 epics. But 1 epic was Tyrell, and it was on my last Ancient shard. And I was so hyped to pull Tyrell because he was such a massive help for my account. I forgot how long it was, like 2 months, 2.5 months maybe, of saving. You pulled Taras during 2x when I Fresh Mercy and only had 20 voids. Oh my lord. Congrats, man. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah, Taras was yeah, he just gave me like the 4 damage dealer threat that I wanted. It's mainly for live arena. Like, I don't use Taras for like my platinum arena offense. I use him for my platinum arena defense, but he's not in my best gear either. So I mean, he is in my best gear, but because he's like, his faction guardians is not fleshed out, you know, he's not gonna be like as strong as some of my best champions. Like Rhodos is in my best gear. He's missing 10 speed from the faction guardians. He's also like blessed up. So my Taras, I've been waiting for this 3-star for like freaking forever, and he doesn't have faction guardians at all. Literally no faction guardians for Bannerlords. So he's actually quite far behind to build. But like, look at my resources. Like, I'm ready for a 6-star Taras. I can buy a 3, 4, 5, 6 in like succession. But I can't get the 3-star to show up. So you freaked out? Yeah, me too. It really is a funny video. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Makes him so much less useful, but he's nice because you can keep people permalocked. Yeah. The full lockdown is really good. You love Taras, your free to play went crazy when I pulled a Krizia. Ooh, Krizia is really nice too. I think Krizia is probably my most wanted right now. maybe Marichka for PvP, right? But I kind of want a Crizia just to help with Hydra a little bit. Here, I'll show you guys my my arena. Look at this. I love that people are actually doing this. People are actually putting the like more one-man defenses because they feel people's pain. Like, look at my Shadowkin team. I mean, honestly, I have Harma, so I'm like kind of okay. But I know some people that are doing way worse. Like, they're just like struggle like crazy. I'm hoping for a 5-star Taras to pop. Okay, so I've had Taras for over 4 months, right? And I've only got 2 stars. So I got the 1 and 2 after 4 months, over 4 months. It's like ridiculous, man. 407 Arbiter. I still need Faction Guardians to beat you. You're free to play also. Your 407 Arbiter is faster than mine. Your 407 Arbiter is faster than mine. I recently fully awakened +1 my Rotos. Wow, 273 speed. Damn, I need some of that, man. That is some nice speed. You pulled 3 Acrisias in a span of 2 months. I'll happily trade 1 for Taras. Okay, I don't know if I would make that trade. I don't know if I made that trade. I don't really care that much about PvE. Like, I definitely want to focus on PvP. So I don't think I would make that trade though. But 3 Acrisias, you can do some crazy stuff if you wanted to. You can have 3 crazy Hydra teams, or you could have like world record speedrun teams. Putting a real defense in arenas is a waste unless you're going for plat. Yeah, exactly. So I usually put like a single defense most throughout the week until like the weekend, and then I'll put like a real defense to keep my stats up. I think I can beat this team. There's literally no reason to have a defense unless you're pushing plat. Yeah. Another, and you get 10 speed. Oh shit, am I gonna win? Yeah, okay. I wouldn't trade my Taras for all 3. I'm close to my Mercy on Ancients, 180 for the 2nd time in a row, so I was thinking of skipping Torment, ended up pulling 8, pulled Rotos, and I'm so happy. Yeah, nice one. Rotos, super good. Good champion. I don't think I can beat this. I don't think I beat that, no. So sad. It's so sad. Okay, we got another chance at the Rotos, sorry, at the Taras star here. Let's see if we can get Taras blessing. Maybe we have some streamer luck today. Streamer luck? No. No. Nothing. Nada. Zippo. Wait for a 1+1 or a godly 15. Yeah. 1+1 would be nice with the ancients for sure. I pulled a few ancients earlier and got a dupe Harma, which finished my faction guardian. 10 speed is nice. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like more willing to pull shards nowadays. Like here's my shard count. It's actually kind of low, but I'm more willing to pull shards because I need to fill faction guardians, because that's one of the easiest ways for me to get stats, right? Like, it's really hard to get stats from like gear and stuff now. Yumiko, Harma, Kage, they're all partying in the Bastion right now. Nice. You got Taras Soul? No Taras. Yeah. Well, I think it's easier to get the soul than it is to get the actual champion, of course. You're waiting, going for nut 4, 5, 6. What do you think once I get 5, 6? What's the optimal blessing for him? Clan boss. I would imagine a 6-star Brimstone would be super high damage for him. I don't think Nut needs a 6-star blessing, to be honest, but if you're going 6-star champion with accuracy, then Brimstone would be the damage against bosses. I think if you were going for like record clears, or if you wanted to have really efficient teams, you would probably take Reaper. A 6-star Reaper can, you know, obviously finish off some bosses. It's basically, yeah, it can finish off some bosses, which can help speed up runs. But you need to have a very specific reason. If you're using him for Fire Knight, then Phantom Touch would be probably what you do. But yeah, there's some versatility with Nut. I didn't have any big S tier nukers. I'm using Rhonda in most areas, and with Wukong. Yeah, I mean like Wukong and Rhonda are like insanely good. They're insanely good, like just overall champions. Wukong slaps super hard. Yeah, never underestimate Wukong, especially in the arena. Sorry, I'm just managing the second account right now. Just doing the tag team. Oh, you have a Tarasso in the shop. Oh, the Taurus in the shop. Oh, I see. You have a 6-star for Taras, but it seems I'll never pull him. Yeah, getting the blessing is definitely easier than pulling the champion. Rhonda's a god tier nuker in live arena. Yeah, she actually is. But keeping her alive is the hard part. Unless you go first. If you go first, then no problems. But if you don't go first, then sad days. What the hell, man? Gold 5 is not being very nice. They got, look at these gold 5 teams. I'll show you guys. Look at this. Somebody tell these people in gold 5 it doesn't matter. Like, look at this. Look at this stuff, man. Look at this gold 5 stuff. Do you think they'll add a summon event tomorrow while the 15x is alive? I haven't heard anything from content creator chat, so I'm going to assume it's a big no. They wouldn't drop something like that the day of, so I would definitely assume nothing is happening. Nothing more is happening. I just re-geared my Rhonda yesterday. She become my fave LA nuker. Nice. I think mine is like I have Rhonda here. You guys can make fun of my build or whatever, but she's like my fifth or sixth nuker, right? I rarely use her because my top 4 are really good. But I probably need her to be like 280 speed or something. She has to be like way faster, just because she doesn't get, you know, if she doesn't get a turn, she's like useless and she's so easy to kill. And if I don't bring Necrit or revive her, then she's like just dead. So Rotos, yeah, Rotos was a game changer for sure. Okay, let's do some of this stuff. Where's my thing? So if you guys didn't know, you guys can use this RSL helper to help you guys run through the forge material. So I'll show you guys how to do that. You click the forge, and then you should have auto forge here. So I go to resilience, make sure I select, sorry. So here I'm gonna do what's 300, let's do 350 crafts. It's gonna auto sell anything that doesn't meet my requirement, and I'll click play, and then it's gonna do its thing. And now I can do something else. There's a 285 speed. Wow, that's really nice. I love the auto forge. Only problem is that it will randomly stop. Yeah, it's, you know, the auto forge, like auto forge. Did you see what happened there? So when I pulled my second account over the interface here, it stopped. So you know how it like the program uses like imaging, right? It uses like the designs or the images. So I play 2 accounts. Both of them are run by RSL helper. But I find with 2 accounts it does bug out once in a while, like if I'm crafting or if I'm rolling up gear, things will get kind of funky sometimes. But yeah, let's see here. All right, collecting all my stuff. Sorry, I'll run the second account while I'm playing this. Or what I can do is See here, tag team. Kind of want to craft on the second account too. How are we doing for points? Doesn't matter actually. It's too early to look at points. Don't forget the clan shop, clan quest. Hey, good shout. Thank you. That actually is helpful. I always forget about the clan quests, so thank you. That is helpful. My selfish clan always takes all the easy quests away from me, so I never get a chance at some of the easier quests. So I took ice golem here. Ice golem. I'll take spider. Make sure you only take one quest or the boot. Damn, selfish clanmate. I've always been free to play. Both my accounts are free to play. I never put a single dollar that I had to from my own wallet into this game. Spider. Okay. So yeah, quick tip is like you just take the same quest. So you basically do one run and then you just knock off all three. Clan shop. Hey, juicy void shard. Everything else kind of whatever. I usually get this. It's kind of like a long shot. I might get like a, you know, better something for somebody somewhere. Usually maybe you get like one or two like 6-star pieces that are worth a roll. But yeah, bit of a long shot. Damn, that void shard for 900 is damn cheap, man. Feels cheap. They should give us like 2 void shards. Asking for too much. Let's see, we got some streamer luck here. Boom! Void shard, streamer luck. Love it. I love the fact that you don't need accuracy on Rhonda. Yes, yeah. She's very good, especially for early mid-game players. Very, very good. I think this is the 5th week in a row without energy. Yeah, free to play be starving, right? Damn. Too bad it's not HP percentage. Damn, that sucks. Epic book. Standard myth fu team. This is like one of the best teams. So easy to one key. Got a void shard here on the alt. And a sacred shard, streamer luck. There you go. This one I use Mifu with Turvo. Similar team. Oh, and I use Rock instead of Eris. So instead of 60ing at Eris, I just use my Rock, which I use for Hydra as well. There was a point where you actively try to build up your silver to the billion, or was it just gradual? No, it's all gradual, man. Just play the game, and then I was like, hey, I'm getting there. You know, how am I getting there? I actually spent quite a bit. Like there was like a couple like Titan events where you could get like I think Artak cost me like 300 million silver or something. Like you had to upgrade gear, right? I think that event you had to upgrade like 150 pieces, like 6 stars. So that event cost me like 300 million, and I don't think I've ever recovered from that. So it took me, but obviously you spend silver throughout your entire time, right? So here's my alt. It's like 800 mil, but I just spent like 150 mil buying some stash space. So like the reserve vault, I maxed it out. I use silver. I don't think silver is the best way to do it, because the cost of silver versus gem spend is much worse. So if you're spending silver instead of gems, you're spending a lot more silver than you would acquire from spending those gems. So spending gems makes more sense, except I just didn't have gems on this account. I only have 1800 gems. I wasn't willing to spend those gems, so I just spent silver since I have a lot of it. And also I wanted to keep the gems on this account because I was getting low on ancients, so I wanted to be prepared just in case to have like guaranteed ancient, which probably is never happening again. So that was like my thinking about it. I've been watching you since you had over 1 billion. It's been a steady decline. Yeah, it's been a steady decline. You know, that's kind of like shows how the game is kind of going. Like, it's kind of just like, you know, I don't think my play has changed. It's just things to do in the game has changed. So the ability to grind silver or grind things for silver is less. I've also been grinding dungeons much less. So I don't actually grind spider that much, even for CVC. What's this? Classic arena with 4 different, oh man. But yeah, I don't really grind silver for, like, specifically, like even if for grinding like spider or something, I don't do it. I just do like a little bit of spider here and there just for like easy passive points if I need it, but most of my CVC points don't come from spider or dungeons. They usually come from like crafting. Actually no, they come from tag team arena, and then I'll do other stuff, crafting, books, leveling champs, but dungeon grinding makes up like a smaller portion. I think other people maybe use dungeon farming for a higher portion of their CVC points because it's passive, right? Because then you can just have it run in the background. How much speed would you recommend for Harma? Keep in mind my stats are going to be bad. My Harma is 240 speed, and I don't think that's good enough for my level. I think if you're doing gold, if you're doing 220 speed for your nukers, you're probably better off than most people. So I would aim for 220 speed. If you're still in silver, I would aim for 200 speed. But I probably wouldn't bring any nuker into live arena with less than 200 speed. Like, it doesn't matter like which tier you're in. I think 200 speed should be the minimum. But of course it depends, right, or whatever. It'll depend on a lot of things, but yeah, like I have energy ready to go, right? But I don't know what to spend it on. Probably spend it on the CVC. On this CVC. Okay, let's check out the Ice Golem tournament. I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see here. If you have Ninja, it's easy to 1-key Ultra Nightmare. Yes, yeah, that's true. But the intro of Sand Devil doesn't feel like there's any time left for farming anything. Yeah, most of your best gear will come from crafting, right? So you basically don't spend energy grinding dungeons anymore. You spend energy grinding ascensions. Yeah, that's about it. I think Plarium kind of knew that people weren't spending energy anymore on dungeons. So then they found another way for you to spend energy. And yeah, obviously grinding Sand Devil is going to make you much less silver because you don't get to sell the gear, right? You just get whatever silver comes from each run. Most endgame people run Sand Devil or Phantom Shogun during CVC now because they still need to ascend so much gear. Makes sense, yeah. I don't like doing those. I still have the free to play mindset where I don't do stuff unless there's like additional rewards. So for example, like I won't grind a dungeon super hard unless there's like a dungeon diver or like a corresponding tournament that's going on, for example. It's just like my mentality to like get maximum efficiency or maximum rewards for my effort. However, the rewards that they give you are total nonsense. So it shouldn't matter at all like what I do because the rewards are worthless. But yeah, it's just like that mentality. I can't really shake it. So for example, like I could do Sand Devil, I could do Shogun because I kind of need like a little bit more of the material, but I'll probably do Ice Golem, but I probably won't do more than I need because there's no dungeon diver going on. So it's just my mental gymnastics of how I prioritize things. This training tournament, I just can't will myself to do this. Like I'm just like saying goodbye to these 50 points. I just can't will myself to do this. Like, I don't know. I hate training tournaments so much. But yeah, we can do some ice golem. I'll show you guys my ice golem team. I hate this. Like, there's nothing wrong with reflex, but like I really need the curse. I need curse gear. But yeah, so this is my, sorry. So when I do like ice golem 9, it's gonna be Artac show here. So I'll show you guys Artac. You're in gold 3 tag, silver 3 LA. I only do 5 LAs per week. Yeah, if you were more into LA, then definitely invest more speed into your nukers. But I'm sure tag team, you'll find it more enjoyable to do tag team with, you know, better geared champions anyways, right? 266, that's nasty, man. I think if I geared my nukers to be that fast, they'd literally do no damage. You passed an artifact enhancement, way too high. It is high. I wasn't, basically anything that requires silver in this game, I'm just like, yeah, I'm doing it. So if they had like, yeah, I don't know, if they had like a Taras 6-star Titan event and it cost me 500 million, I'll just do it. Because like, you got to use the resources that you have available to push your account. Because if you don't, then what's the point? What's the point of holding on to like those resources? I don't know. That's what I think. And here's another thing that I was thinking about. Basically, you have to push your account when it's at its best. You can't just wait on things anymore, because if your account is actually really good, then you have to push it as hard as you can, because the longer you wait in this game, the more your account gets worse and worse. So like, let's say I was like waiting for whatever 6-star Taras. 6 months from now, they'll release a counter to Taras, and then now my Taras is useless. so if that 500 million event didn't, you know, I didn't go for it, then yeah, I wouldn't have reaped the benefit of it. That's kind of like my thinking, I guess. So basically, like, your account will be worse as time progresses. So the more you wait on things, the worse your account will be if you don't actually like use it to its best, or use it to its maximum. When do you do Minotaur? That's a good question. Usually during CVC sometimes. I do Minotaur. I've never ever paid 800 gems for masteries, except in the beginning. The first champion I paid 800 gems. But I think that's pretty standard practice. So besides that, I've never paid gems for scrolls. I always do masteries in Minotaur. Yeah, 3x cursed. Pretty good training is not healthy for endgame players. Yeah. I always try to do like dungeon with food. Nukes for LA should be at least 240 speed. Yeah, I think it depends where you are in LA. I mean, if you're doing silver, you don't need 240 speed, but you'll probably dominate people if you have that fast nukers. Best blessing for Duchess. It ain't 6-star yet. If you don't have over 200 accuracy on Duchess, then you probably would take, if you have over 200 accuracy by random chance, then you could take a chance with polymorph. If you don't have polymorph, like for example, my Duchess has like 220 accuracy. This is my defense Duchess, so that's why the stats are kind of wonky. So you take polymorph for the odd chance that it can win you or stall you out a fight. Masteries, I also have fearsome presence, so this is like a total stall Duchess. But if you don't have 200 plus accuracy, then you probably will take this one, Soul Harvest, but this one's not really that good defensively, I think. I think this is getting better and better over time. I've been seeing this pretty good effect for high blessings, but yeah, this would be the other one. You could also take, like, I guess you could take this one for some additional like damage reduction, but yeah. 7k defense. Yo man, yo, your stats are kind of outrageous, man. Those are kind of outrageous stats, dude. You know, 25 mil in the bank, but I prefer saving it for fusion. Yeah, 25 million is like nothing. Also, for a fusion, they burn through so much silver nowadays. 3 artifact enhancement events, so many points as well. Auto forging 300 resistance. This is gonna take a while. Yeah. Resilience. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Life harvest on 6-star is pretty good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch over some of my champions to life harvest. It's been pretty good. Can you make an artifact cleanse video? I do have a cleansing video series on my channel. There's like 3 videos because it takes so freaking long. I don't think it's very popular, and I don't know how to make it popular. Yeah, it's tough. It stopped randomly, so I have to restart it. Let's see. You're doing rose masteries, so you're passing me the time pretty fast. Okay, cool. Gear cleansing is so account specific is a thing. That's true, exactly. So yeah, it depends on your account, and that's why like when you pay someone to, or when you have someone do a gear cleanse for you, they have to be really good at gear cleansing. Otherwise, they'll just be like removing things that you might be able to use. That's just like my 2 cents about it. For me, like, yeah, I hate gear cleansing. It's terrible. I'm a hoarder, right? So I keep all my stuff. You think they are dropping what's next today or Thursday? I can't imagine it is today, but I think it is soon. It should be soon. My guess is the fusion will be December 15th. That's my guess. You guys can quote me actually. I think it's a very reasonable guess. So December 15th or 14th, depending on your time zone, I guess, should be when the fusion drops. And this is like my educated guess. This is not like, you know, special leaked info or anything. But this is an educated guess based on previous years of Christmas fusions. They always start in the middle of December. And the way that this tournament event is structured makes me believe that they will still put the fusion around the same date. So December 14th or 15th, I would think, is the start of the fusion. And I would think that the summon event that starts the fusion will have both points. So it will have the Torment points, the Titan points, as well as the fusion points or fragments or champions. So just be prepared for that if you guys are listening. You're using temporal chains on Duchess now, 4k defense alone. Yeah, temporal chains can work too, like gives you a little extra benefit with the turn meter and stuff. Yeah, it really depends. I mean, like a pure defense Duchess, I'm going to take my chance with the 200 accuracy polymorph. But if you're using Duchess for like offense, temporal chains could be useful. Yeah, temporal chains could be useful. I mean, you could take the banner as well. You could take the banner. Yeah, life harvest works. Don't forget your 9-month player. Always spend lots of silver because I climb. Yeah, if you're only 9 months, you won't have time to build up your silver and stuff. So even when putting number of runs after it forges 1 piece of gear, it would say in the report, reach target event points done. I'm not sure what that. Yeah, I just think it's kind of bugged out. So the helper's probably bugged out. There's too many things to fix on it. Like if you ever try to auto level up your gear for like artifact and enhancement events, it's so buggy. And we're still dealing with crashes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm crashing a lot, and I think a lot of people are crashing a lot and it might be unrelated to helper. I think it's a Plarium thing. But yeah, it's definitely crashing way more than usual. So I put target event points, even though there's nothing event being gained, and it couldn't be at 0. Oh, I see. Yeah, for me, like my helper seems to be working fine. Like I put the runs here, and it seems to be working fine so far. You think Life Harvest is the way to go if you don't have 6-star on Duchess? Yeah, if you go 6-star, you probably just go Polymorph, right? I guess it depends, but probably Polymorph. You crash one time with Forge, one time's looking at artifacts today, but without helper. You know, I always crash when I'm freaking doing a run, so it costs me energy. It always freaking costs me energy, man. Can you show your Rotos masteries after you're done forging, please? It might take a while. I'll just go to one of your LA vids. Yeah, no worries. I can stop it right now. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing special. Nuker strats. First hit. Cycle. Higher max HP. I guess you could take this one, but because Rotos more likely has bigger hits, you don't really get them this low, and then needing the extra damage, so that went for some sustain. Counterattack's good. Reduction. Arena mastery, right? Yeah. And then shield breaker is good for extra damage boost. Okay, let's see let's see tag team. So yeah, this is kind of what I do. Basically, like, do tag team all day and then do other stuff while I'm waiting for a refresh. So it gets stuck because it clicked on whatever action it was supposed to do before. So the helper thinks it already sold the piece. Oh, I see. So maybe it got stuck because I clicked something on the screen. Maybe. Yeah, it's a little bit finicky. Of course, it's not going to be 100%, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to make a quick channel plug here. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys could make sure you guys hit the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, like the content, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button for future content. Definitely helps out the channel. Just a quick little plug there for myself. Thank you. Appreciate your time here, guys. Been really engaging, so I do appreciate the discussion. Makes it more enjoyable. You know, like in the past I used to stream more and I didn't do any YouTube, but this was before Raid. So I actually do enjoy streaming quite a bit. It's actually fun just to hang out with people and just chat, because it's a lot different, right? Because then, like, I never play games like Call of Duty or anything like that where you need like voice comms, like where you need voice comms to like do stuff in game. So yeah, I guess streaming was the way where I would get like people interaction through like with games. So I do enjoy streaming more than, I guess, making YouTube videos, because YouTube videos kind of feel like, you know, you just make it, put it out there, and then that's it. Sometimes, and then I try to respond to comments because that's like my way of engaging with people. But I don't know why Leoris is my campaign farmer. I used to be a Hearthstone streamer, so I used to play Hearthstone, but I only played one format of Hearthstone, which was Arena, which is the draft mode. So basically you get 30 random cards and then you make a deck out of it. Each deck is 30 cards. So you make a random deck and then you go up against another player with a random deck, and then that's kind of like the Hearthstone is kind of like Magic. It's kind of like Magic the Gathering, you know, in a digital form. So I enjoy those type of games, like strategy games. I streamed that for a couple of years actually, but I didn't make too many videos on Hearthstone, and most of my videos are just kind of like Twitch VODs being uploaded, so nothing specific like Raid. But in hindsight, I probably should have made some Hearthstone video content, because there was things to talk about and discuss, but it would have been harder to make videos on them compared to like raid, because like if I want to talk about like a champion or an area of the game, then I can just hop into it. Whereas like if you're playing like a card game where you need another person to play against, it's like less, less easy to do. Yeah, it's just raid that's been crashing a ton. Okay, so it's raid. Have you thought of dual streaming, or is it maybe too intensive? What is dual streaming? Oh, like streaming on 2 platforms. I think there's some restriction around that. I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. I haven't really looked into that at all. Raid only crashed for me. RSL helper. RSL helper happens a lot in the past month. Yeah, it's been crashing the last couple of weeks for sure. Farsub said Raid confirmed it's not an RSL helper thing. Yeah, he did say that. Streaming on Twitch and YouTube, they lowered the restriction. Oh, I see. They did lower the restrictions. Like streaming, like personally, I think it's more fun than making YouTube videos just because of the interaction. But streaming is not a good, it's not a good return on your time usually, because you don't, let's say you're like let's say if you want to make money, making money off YouTube is way better than making money off like Twitch, because the ad revenue you make from Twitch is like nothing, but the ad revenue you make from YouTube actually can amount to something. Like each video I make like a coffee, and it kind of adds up. So I'm like, hey, thanks for a coffee, or thanks for a drink, guys. Like that's kind of nice. I don't know. I think that's kind of nice. And you don't really need to put in like when you're streaming, you usually put in like hours of your time, right? But if you're gonna make a video, you don't need to spend literally hours. I mean, sometimes you do, but you don't have to. So I do think, and it's flexible too, right? Like, sometimes if you have like, the thing is like if you have a stream, people like to watch streams when you show up regularly at like, it's kind of like TV programming, right? When there's going to be on, they're going to be consistent about it and whatever. So when you're streaming, you have to allot that time and that block of time. But when you're like making a YouTube video, you can kind of just be like, oh, I'm inspired, I can make a video today on this, and then you just kind of do it. You don't need to have people waiting around for you, and like if you don't show up, then it's gonna be it's gonna look bad on you or whatever. But there's lots of better things, just more flexible, I guess. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. It's also super random with the crashes. The labor involved isn't worth the coffee. It's true. But for me, it's fun. So for me, it's still fun to make videos and stuff. And like sometimes I just do it because I'm like inspired to do it. It's definitely not for monetary gain. But yeah, just right now it's still fun. Until it becomes no longer fun, then I will just keep doing it. So, and it seems like the community has been very supportive, so that's very helpful, of course. Consistency is key. So many fun CDCs drop because they only stream maybe 1 or 2 times. I'm like, yeah. So it was tough, right? Like full-time job, like it's not, that's the other thing too, right? It's not my full-time gig, like doing content creation, whether it be streaming or making videos. So I've worked like a regular 8-hour job. I have a family, like obligations. If I was like single in school without a job, living at home, then I can do anything. But I can't. So oh, thanks senpai. Yeah, thank you guys for the support. Yeah, the way I do it is just sleep is the one that gets sacrificed. Sleep is the thing that gets sacrificed. So I don't sleep as much as a normal person usually. It's getting better, I guess, over time. But yeah, sleep is the one that gets sacrificed. What kind of field are you involved in? I'm in the finance industry. I don't want to say too much more because people on the internet are very smart. Sorry, I'm just handling the other account. I can't sacrifice sleep as it's already bad. Trying to get swole and sleep holding me back so badly. Oh, really? Nice. Keep it up, man. Don't lose that motivation. Damn, I need to do this 4 affinity one. Okay, I'm just gonna do like a normal team here. Where's my 4 team? I don't even know which one's my 4 team. Oh, damn it. Where's my 4 team? I need a blue. God, I'm so bad at this damn game. All right, let's do that ice golem. So we'll just be doing ice golem on this count until it's over, I guess. Sorry, is it turn-based? Shit, it's turn-based, isn't it? Turn attack. Shit. So the solo R attack, it does take more turns. 45 points. So how many points do I need? 45, so 30 runs. 25 runs. 25 to 20, so 500 energy. That seems pretty good. Pretty good deal. And I guess I get training points too. Alright, let's do this then. Guess I get training points too. Alright. Let's see. No, I don't have any inside information, unfortunately. He's about to finance some poor schmucks in the clan buying shards for Christmas. This is why at the bottom of my save teams I have a single faction and 4. I do. I probably missed it. I do though. Ice Baba kiss me. The requirements aren't bad at all so far. Dungeons, yeah. This one, what was the other one? I don't remember the other one. Spider, yeah, they were pretty quick. Well, I mean, like for end game teams, it's quick. Obviously, I say that like disconnected from like a real, like, you know, the low end like the new player experience. But yeah, it's, you know, the game is definitely very tough for newer players. It feels more tough than it was before. That was a joke. I don't want to go to jail. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be able to give insider information. Maybe from Plarium. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that too. I'd probably get in trouble if I did that. I also name my team so it's not just new team 1 to 15. You put so much effort into your teams. Also, Fire Knight was pretty low. Yeah, the turn attack is more for end game, right? When you can afford to optimize. But yeah, it feels bad for newer players overall. Damn, I need to do this stupid quest. Takes 5 seconds. Yeah, that's a long time, man. Yeah. You're right. Just lazy. being lazy about it. Time is it? Yeah, so after this stream I have to get ready for work and stuff like that. It's actually 4:40 in the morning. So I started the stream at 3 a.m. in the morning. So this is me basically being consistent to my schedule for CVC. So I said to myself, I'm like, hey, I'm only gonna stream like once every 2 weeks, and I'm gonna do it basically at the start of CVC. So I'm like, okay, let's try to do that. So here I am, basically, you know, up super early, doing my CVC grind. Lazy free to play. the worst kind of free to play, right? Let's see here. Sorry, missing chat. First half of year so far awful as a new player to catch up. Couldn't even do a fusion because not even enough shards. Yeah, that was it's harder now for sure. I guess if you're not on top of it, like they do give a lot more promo codes and stuff. So if you're on top of it, then maybe you get more resources, but I don't know. I don't think it's enough, to be honest. Like the artifact enhancement events, those are like super brutal. What do you think will happen with December fusion? Seems like it's getting close. I did tell everyone that my guess is December 15th is the date for the fusion, because in all the past years, all the December fusions have been either between the 13th, 14th, or 15th. And this year, the 15th is a Friday, which lines up perfectly with when the fusion should start. And I think that the first summon rush will have both points for Torment and the fusion. So if you weren't going for Torment, but you want to go for the fusion, you're going to get more like useless resources. So you might get like, I don't know, 50 Titan points. That might get you something, but also might get you nothing. So yeah, I think it's a reasonable guess, and I think it's a reasonable play from Plarium to do that, to put both points in one event, because they did that on the last one. You're in Vancouver? Wow. Very close. Close to me, man. It's 4:40 for me too. I'm in West Coast Canada as well. Vancouver is very close. Once you get to UAM, CB fusions become easy. True. You need to be able to save though. Some people still can't do fusions free to play since they can't save properly. What gear is your Artak wearing? He's in full regen. I showed my stats earlier on stream. He's in pretty endgame stats. He's soloing hard 9, right? This is a 100% run with Artak, about 2.5 minutes. So he's in pretty good stats, pretty good gear. If you have like worse gear, he can do, I think, Ice Golem hard 5 without much difficulty as well. All the events besides shards are fine. I think even the dungeon divers are pretty hard. Like the energy spend on dungeon divers is quite a lot. Not saving comes down to being undisciplined. It's true. It's true. But yeah, I don't think discipline and saving work well in this game. So can you show your Artax masteries, please? Okay, yeah, sure, no worries. Show them. Actually, can I show them with this? Oh, here you go. Oops. Uh-oh. RSL helper. Bogging down. I think it broke. Click something and it died. Hold on, give it a sec. I tried to view the masteries from RSL helper, but I think it died. They really try to make you spend money. Yes, they do. Yeah, they're pretty good at it. Obviously, they know all the tricks, right? You barely have any sacreds as a new player. Yeah. Really, this account has been super lucky actually. I had one sacred after the last 1+1 sacred event a couple weeks ago. I had one sacred on this account. So basically, no, sorry, when the last fusion started, I had one sacred. Actually, that's not true. The last fusion I started, maybe I had 4 sacreds, 3 sacreds, and now I'm back up to like 14 or 15 or something. So I made back like, I probably made back at least 12 or 13 in like 3 weeks. So really lucky. Sorry guys, I gotta turn off my alarm. Be right back. All right. Sorry. So we're looking at Artac Masteries. Artac Masteries. You can't take War Master against Ice Golem. So anything besides War Master, you're probably looking okay. You could take Eagle Eye if you need accuracy. You could take Unshakable for resistance. I take Oppressor because you get extra speed. So in this dungeon, if you have extra speed, you're doing more damage and healing more. This is the key blessing if you want 100%. It is slower. Miracle Heal keeps your Artac against Ice Golem roughly like much more survivability. You can take, if you want it to be faster, then you would take Reaper. Reaper helps you finish off the waves faster. Don't take Brimstone because the boss doesn't trigger it. And then there's nothing else that is really worth using. So here's the total stats again. Pretty endgame, but this is a 100% run on hard 9 with food. Chair stream. DT is a good resource, yeah. DT is something to definitely focus on. You want DT on full farm for sure. Yeah, the helper is dead. Helper just died. Shit. Let me finish off these 29s. The Seer have to be faster than your nuker. Sorry, in what context? In like a team for Ice Golem? I mean, Seer is gonna be your nuker in Ice Golem. And Seer doesn't necessarily need to be faster than your nuker, right? It's just kind of like the order of things. So you want your decreased defense, and then your buffs, and then Seer. So that's like the order of things. Actually, you know what? I'll show you guys my hard 10 Ice Golem team, just so you guys can see what a Seer team can do. But I prefer doing hard 9 with 4 food. It just makes more sense for me. Mac Chan's what a nice stream. Seem to be a super nice guy. Going to look at your vids more often. Have a super nice day at work. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for dropping by, and have a good day yourself. Brimstone can't proc the boss's passive. I know, but the boss doesn't trigger the Brimstone. I think there's like one attack that he does that triggers the Brimstone, and he doesn't use it. I think he only uses it in the beginning or something. Soul Reap is faster. It is. Soul Reap's faster. But you're sacrificing a little bit of survivability, right? So you do need like some really good gear. Having a hard time getting into DT hard is because I have help to crap gear I've never used. Hold on to crap gear I never use. You know, I've been trying to put out some stuff for Doom Tower because I feel like that's a very like important thing that people need to be able to do, especially like newer players. You can definitely do, like, I did hard Doom Tower with like free champions like Visix, Syl the Drakes, Drexar. Drexar is just like an insane champion for Doom Tower. And then once you get Lydia, things get easier too. So you don't need like insane champions to do hard Doom Tower. You do need like a proper team and like some gear, but like not insane gear. I don't know. Some of the stats are kind of hard. Like when you fight the Sifi at like the highest levels, Sifi's like, I forgot what her speed was, like 260 speed or something. 260 speed, and they have like insane resistance, so you need like pretty high accuracy. Well, you know, like 350 accuracy or whatever. So for like progressing players, it's hard to hit those stats. But you know, you need some gear. A hard 10 team is slower, anywhere from 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. The ice golem cleanses the brimstone. Okay, that makes sense. The boss only has one skill, and I think it's a 4-turn cooldown. Okay, I see. You need control for DT. Yeah, exactly. Seal the Drakes, Drexar, Visix. You know, you can use Helmet. Mithrala works really well too if you have Mithrala. Oh shit. See, like, helper's working somewhere. I didn't close. Just gotta close the helper. Sorry, I'll show you guys a hard 10 team after. You're working on faction wars. Yeah, that's good. Get Lydia. Lydia helps Doomtar. So just need 5 stun sets. Yeah, that's right. That's what I did too. Yeah. Each floor took me like 10 minutes. Basically, I just click go and then walk away and then come back. Hopefully it's done. Sometimes it's not. And then do it again. What blessing would you recommend for UDK and high resist? No accuracy. It's tough. You know, my UDK is like kind of outdated because I have him in still polymorph, but he's in high accuracy. High resistance. You don't need insanely high accuracy. Like you could have like 200 accuracy works. But because of the resistance, it's harder for him to get debuffed. So I'm not too sure. Not too sure which one you pick. I don't know. Any suggestions from chat? When did you start playing? I started playing in 2020, around September. My first account was September. My second account was December. So 3 years now. Fastest thing in Doomtower is Lysandra, one of the highest waves. She's 260. I thought Sifi was, but yeah, it could be somebody else. Lysandra 260. V-champs like Hikatoon help you set up debuffers for stage help. Yep. If no accuracy, not 6-star, Life Harvest. If 6-star, Polymorph. What speeds do you run your RTAC? The faster the better. For my particular RTAC is 260. That's like the base. That's like the speed shown in the stat sheet. If you include my area bonuses, he's gonna be faster. My area bonuses, he's probably like 270 or something. I need to update my UDK, but need to farm gear. That's always gonna be the struggle for everyone. Gear, right? Yeah, so actually I have area bonuses too, so my stats are like even higher. Yeah, so do your live arena. Live arena, guys. Do your live arena. I could actually use a UDK. Sadly, I was playing login. I don't have Bogot or Python, so can't really make a go second team. My first go second team was Seeker with Candraphon, a Cleanser, and a Sandlash Survivor. And I humped that team until Gold 1 tag team. So like you could definitely make it. But here, sorry, total stats with the Ice Golem bonuses. So I got plus 10 speed from Ice Golem, so 271. Artac and Toxic or Regen for Hydra, thoughts? Poison damage doesn't do that much against Hydra, and the small poison ticks from Toxic set are probably not worth it. Regen works pretty well. Yeah, Regen's fine. Or mix set. Mix set is fine too. My issue is the gear removal cost. Silver is an issue. Dude, man, we just had a gear event. Free removal. At least revealing UDK is waiting on a stone skin. It's not like you need to go farm a dungeon. Yeah, but you gotta wait every week. We have him in destroy set. Nope. Just regen. No seeker or no deacon yet. 4 delvers. All right. Let's see here. Where's my team? All right. So this is my hard 10 team. It's not like the fastest team, but it works. You can definitely have like a sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I recently showcased a team on my channel, and it was like a minute team with like more optimized champions. Like they were using a Renegade instead of Kymar, and I think it was just like pure Artax solo at the end. So like Theodore wouldn't be on this team, he wouldn't be taking all the extra turns, and it's just more optimized team. Took advantage of that event. Good, yeah, good. Low-key want to pull for Harma 15x, but it's gonna be ludicrous. You're good. You know it's gonna be a ludicrous 2x plus 10x during Christmas. Okay, so last Christmas, there was a 10x 2x for Georgian, roughly Christmas time, and I basically spent all I was like, I saved up my voice shards for I don't know six months or something, and I was like, okay, I'm going all in on Georgian 10x 2x, and I freaking pulled Warlord. And Warlord, I was so hyped about Warlord because Warlord, you know, obviously opens up so many like different teams, right? So I was so hyped for Warlord, and I think Warlord for me was an account changing pull, and at that time I was already like a 2-year-old account. So yeah, this team's not super fast. Like its fastest team's like a minute 30 here. So I'm just gonna go back to the Artac team. But yeah, I pulled Warlord last Christmas, and yeah, that changed my account for sure. So this year, who knows? Maybe it'll be like 2x, 10x, Taras. Taras Marichka. I think this whole year there's only been, I think, two separate 10x's for Taras Marichka. I think one in February I pulled for that, and then the other one was like in July, and then that one I pulled Taras. So it's possible they could have one for Christmas. 10x 2x. Was Warlord your first real lockout? Yes, my first lockout. So it was a game changing pull for me for sure. Is it worth taking tough skin and blastproof over improved parry for Roto's defense tree? No. I think the crit damage, because you're always going to get hit, you want to protect yourself from the big hits, and the big hits are always crits, so you're getting 8% reduction on all hits, whereas the blastproof is like 5% reduction on AoE hits only. So usually the improved parry is just better, especially for arena, right, when everybody's 100% capped. I hate these progressive chances, just a waste of shards. It is, unless you have something very specific. And 15x on a single void champ is actually pretty good. It's better than a single 10x. So if you're close to mercy on a 15x that you want, then it's better than a 10x. But it has to be a single void champ. It can't be like 2 void champs. You just want Nut. Suddenly I started playing when it was a fusion in June. Yeah, Nut is probably the best fusion of all time. Yeah, Nut is definitely one of the best fusions of all time. Usually they try to make it Christmas theme. So Georgia, oh yeah, that's true. The Nutcracker, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good shout. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, Christmas theme makes sense. 15x is better than 10x. I didn't think they would even do godly champs in the 15x. Yeah, it's I did the math for it. Like a 10x with the current non-void pool is like 6% chance to pull. You know, if you have, I forgot what I did, but basically if you have more than one 15x, unless it's a single 15x champion, if you have more than one single 15x, then your odds are like, your odds get diluted, right, with every additional 15x champion. I guess that's the, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's check tag team one more time, and then I think that's gonna be the end of it. Let's see here. All right. All right. Okay, folks, I think that's going to be it for the stream. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Really good turnout today. Kind of surprised. Usually I get about 30 or 40 concurrent viewers, but today quite a bit of viewers today. So appreciate you all here. If you guys are first time here, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for more content. Would appreciate that very much. And if not, then hopefully I'll see you guys on the next CVC, and I'll be streaming CVC on YouTube whenever there is CVC. At least I try to be consistent. I did miss the last one because I was sick or I've slept in or something. But usually I've been consistent mostly this year, ever since I started my YouTube channel. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. But if not, best of luck on your CVC, and yeah, we'll see each other again next time. Thank you guys so much for interacting in chat. Appreciate it. Thanks, folks. Have a good one. Take care, everyone.